Hello everyone, welcome to Wealth Accumulation Channel 8, Financial Quotient who wants you to get richer and richer. Growth channel. Everyone wants advice from rich people, but these suggestions, but it is not universal. Today we're going to talk about what the rich suggest but never practiced. 15 things I've done. If this is your first time watching our show, remember to like and subscribe. Your support is the biggest motivation for us to persevere. Go to school first. Going to school has many disadvantages, but for most people, it is still a good suggestion when you can find a better option. I can give you at least one predictable route. 1. To let you go first can help you either get ready for the real world, but at least you want to before behind want to get farther and farther away from the main force. This is good advice for most people, but the rich are not among the majority. Like we said before, you don't think about going to college or no formal education of any kind is a prerequisite for you have better things to do. Well, for the rich, they always have better things to do. They know the school system is outdated, where besides building some relationships may open doors of new opportunities for you. Beyond, there are very few things that can be obtained. Of course, when it comes to rich people educating their children, that is another matter. Basically, schools can be divided into 3 types of: public schools, private schools, and noble schools. Well, noble schools, the real rich, the school the child will be sent to. If they can't find the right school, will build one, and from all over the world hire top professors to teach their kids. Second, reduce costs. People who are struggling financially. First piece of advice for people living beyond their means, just to reduce expenses, but many people don't really understand. You can save $1 million by saving money. Where do the poor look for when spending can be cut? The rich are looking for ways to increase their income. These are 2 very different states of mind when one doesn't know how money really works. When there is no way you can tell him make more money, all problems can be solved. It will just make them feel lost and bored. But no matter how much the cost is reduced, it is impossible to reduce it below 0 by trying to control their spending. There is a limit to how much money you can save when you have nothing. This suggestion is useless. Rich people never cut spending as much as they think below the necessary level. If you need more disposable cash, they will find ways to generate more funds. There is no limit to how much money you can make, but there is a limit to how much you can spend. Third, pay off debt. Well-known ordinary people are very bad at dealing with debt. In fact, 77% of Americans carry some kind of debt, and this situation will not change in a short time. By now, pay later strategies has become ingrained in the culture, especially the younger generation. It can be said that prostitution has been banned since childhood. Positivity is hard to change in this atmosphere. If you're struggling financially, then paying off the debt is definitely things you should prioritize. This is not what rich people actually do. It is actually the opposite. Just observe. Can find the rich never do anything with my own money. After all, when you can use other people as money, that is when you can borrow money to do things, then why use your own money? That is why the rich get rich. That is a powerful financial tool. It's like a lever, can make you extremely rich. It can also make you poor, but if you don't know what to do, then better keep him at arm's length. Fourth, diversification. People often talk about diversification, but many people don't know. When you see someone invest millions in a win going to the new business, that is not called diversification. That is called testing the waters, because these millions are for people. It is just part of his huge investment budget. Only a small part. If you follow Buffett, will find that he only owns a few stocks, and he has been doing it for decades. When People talk about diversity, they mean investing in index funds rather than a few specific stocks, or let you buy an apartment complex instead of just buying a unit. They don't make the spread too big, get involved in areas you don't fully understand, or areas they're not interested in at all. About 80% of their assets are safely stored in among the projected investment projects. This part of the assets, they take it very seriously. Another 20% they just play with it every now and then to keep them occupied, keep alive, keep up with the times. This also ensures they won't suffer any major loss, allowing them to take greater risks than ordinary people. Fifth, you must be well informed in today's information age. News, clever for making informed decisions, has a vital role. However, the rich face a wealth of information and advice from all directions. They are well aware of the importance of being well informed, but they also understand that filtering information and the importance of careful selection. This is called selective neglect. Processing and digesting information all the time, it will greatly consume your brain resources. So they will hire someone to give them a report. They don't need to know all the details, but only for those take an interest in their valuable information. We love Zhenjianu. This channel design here, we spend a lot of time and resources to make a channel like this. Make him your senior spiritual guide in your pocket, provide you with the most valuable advice when you need, find the most suitable shiny gold nuggets for you. If you like our channel, remember to comment, forward and subscribe us. There are more and more exciting content to share with you. 6. Strictly implement the budget. For most people, sticking to the budget is sound advice. You don't want to waste money. I also don't want to fall to the point where I can survive without food and clothing. A few that needs to borrow money from others. Everyone is talking about responsibly consuming this, but the rich have another account. They occupy a floor above you. Most people make a budget, then go your own way, buy the most stuff on a limited budget, do the most. Therefore they would rather have a lot of mediocre things. I don't want to own a few high quality things. But the rich are different. They have money, so start with the result you want the most. They think about the outcome they want and to generate this, what conditions need to be met for such a result. Then they put these financially meaningful points link up, form your own budget. For example, if you spend $1 on an ad, then got a return of 1.1美元. What is your marketing budget? Yes, the correct answer is a limited budget. 7th, earn passive income. Speaking of which, we might need to throw you a bucket of cold water. Passive income is one of the slowest ways to build wealth. You know, when you already have a lot of money, passive income can help you make more money. We can imagine, suppose you are a world famous writer. Your book sells tens of thousands of copies. Every month you get royalties for every book you sell. This is passive income, right? You see, wait until your book sells every month tens of thousands of copies. The money you make from 30 minutes of public speaking, at least it is about the same as the money earned from selling books. That is to say, when you have a lot to do, passive income makes money very easily. But for most people, passive income is just a dream. For them it is also the most searched thing on the internet. But you didn't get rich on passive income. You own part of the business by yourself, become rich over time. No rich man ever will look everywhere for ways to earn passive income, because they're all busy getting more assets. Don't be afraid to take risks. Many people think taking risks is an important part of being successful. In some ways it is true, but we also want to warn you, rich people, no, not all risks are equal. They definitely don't want to take all the risks. Contrary to common perception, the rich people's game is actually pretty safe. They will avoid all that might threaten their wealth unnecessary or impulsive decisions. Every time they take a risk will have a very safe buffer. You have to remember that 80% of your investment is safe. 20% is for playing with money. They can use the 20% to increase their risk tolerance, but the other 80% is unshakable. Nothing can shake. 9. Get out of your comfort zone. This sentence has almost become an inspirational slogan. A lot of people say if you want to grow and make money you need to get out of your comfort zone, but in fact rich people most of the time basically stay in your comfort zone. They know to focus on playing to their strengths, master your skills. Excellence in one's field will bring them greater success and better opportunities. Get out of their comfort zone can sometimes cause unnecessary distraction or dilute the advantage of their expertise. For the rich, their golden rule is predictable outcomes. They will try their best to make everything to your advantage. Serve yourself. The fact is, there is no need to create difficulties. Even if there are no difficulties. 10th saving for retirement sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Especially now that the Asian population is getting worse. Society, when you are old, it is very likely that the government can take control your situation seriously. Thinking about retirement will give you a sense of long-term financial security and a sense of stability, but it has all an illusion. You have to understand that for ordinary people, retirement is a certain age, but for the rich, retirement is more like a money number. Is a number. It has nothing to do with age. It has nothing to do with saving money. Because, like I said before, you can't save $1 million by saving money. Not to mention you also want to save enough money to live to your old age. 11th real estate investment. In the past, real estate was called an investment for fools because it is basically a steady profit. It has hard for you to screw up. But the reality is that millionaires invest in real estate. Billionaires invest in real estate companies, and you going to pay off the mortgage and make some money. Often takes decades or in the real estate market without a sudden crash. No huge change in interest rates, no catastrophic disasters. Without all the big accidents happening, there must be a lot of millionaires in real estate. But that has all. Billionaires invest most of their money in private equity, instead of investing in real estate. There must be a reason for him. 12 stating extensive money. People think relationships are the key to professional growth and success. Is often emphasized that this is something that needs to be cultivated, a very valuable skill. But the world of the rich is different from ours than normal human relations. They care more strategic connections and high-level relationships. In other words, ordinary people just want to know a lot of people, while the rich want to meet a few people who know a lot of people they know, and influential. The power of a well-built network. Influential people in the network able to provide them with unique opportunities so that they can be touched by others. Exclusive deals less than since you can get to know the person who holds the keys to the entire building. Why bother to know who lives inside each door? In the rich man's eyes, network quality is more important than quantity. Chapter 13. Follow the passion. Indeed, when you really enjoy working, work doesn't feel like work anymore. But the problem is, unless your passion is making money, otherwise passion it rarely works financially. And tell the truth, if your passion is making money, that's really weird. Even very lucky successfully turning your passion into a business, then you will soon find out your bills are going to be paid in real money. Emotional value can be eaten. Most people who start a business do it out of passion. 5 years, 10 years, 15 years later they will either leave in executive positions, focus on your passion, or simply sell the company. It has a matter of time. 14 accept failure. Many people would say that failure is the mother of success, but In fact, most of the time people don't really learn from failures, even if you can really learn something. But failure can also slow you down tremendously. Waste of time and resources. Certainly sometimes failure can bring you a glimmer of hope, but rich people will do everything in their power to avoid failure, or at least minimize failure. We shouldn't be thinking about failure or suffering. Use time and resources more efficiently. 15th, hard work is the most common piece of advice, right? The most valuable time of the rich is the time they spend outside the office. They just want to spend this time as long as possible. I will go to work from time to time. The role of hard work is actually greatly overestimated. If you feel like you're working really hard, then you are either efficient, inferior, or incompetent. The only exception to this rule is the critical moment, something really important when you need to get it done quickly and efficiently. Things like product launches, important deals. Except for these cases, hard work tends to have diminishing marginal utility. No one can really work short hours a day. For the rich, the optimal choice is to do those few jobs, things that can have a huge impact. Then, among the suggestions, which one do you hear most often? Think it as right for you. Leave us a message in the comment area below. We look forward to your reply. Well, our program today is over here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Wealth Accumulation Channel. See you next time.